This magic moment. A late night memory early in our time together. What month or season I cannot remember resurfaced within my consciousness on our drive home after an amazing evening out. You looked so at peace, so beautiful when I glanced over to the passenger seat that I could not help being with you in your apartment that night all over again. You were in the same place I was then, that Sonny and Cher, I got you babe space. They say our love won't pay the rent before it's earned, our money's all been spent. But we had Hawaiian punch, styrofoam cups, great value ice cream, nacho cheese Doritos, or was it Cool Ranch? An old stereo, a burned CD I made for us, and a mostly empty living room floor. I told you not to laugh, admitted it was silly, but I asked you if you wanted to dance. I put the disc on and shared I had always wanted to have this moment with the love of my life. The opening chords and words of Richie Valens' We Belong Together emerged from the speakers, and my mind drifted off to someplace else, where student loan reminders, piles of bills, and adult responsibilities did not exist. I was at some 1950s sock hop in a high school gym. You were in one of those poodle skirts that I have never actually seen you wear. And I was the Fonz in that legendary leather flight jacket after a day of riding around Milwaukee, looking more badass than I ever have been. I could smell the French fries served at a diner that we'd hit up later, and hear them too, hissing and occasionally snapping in grease from all the way back in the kitchen. The sound and my bad desire for a chocolate malt even drowned out the electric Valens riffs coming from the hired band's amps on stage. But it all disappeared. The sock hop, poodle skirt, leather jacket, jukebox, guitar licks, bad for you food choices, our real life finances and stresses. All of it. When I looked into your eyes and saw nothing but love, felt nothing but love with our arms around each other, happy to be together, and nothing else mattered for the 2 minutes or so that the song lasted. We might have indulged in a dollar store junk food picnic in your apartment rather than some mythical diner in another world, another time, but the dance was the best, most meaningful of my life. A kind of chuckle, usually reserved for a teenager helplessly in love, must have emerged from my lips. You asked me what I was giggling about. When I told you, a smile stretched across your face, full of affection and silly mischief, and you put your hand on my shoulder like we did that night. Did that ever actually happen? I swear I can't remember it. I was momentarily puzzled as I tried to put all of my memory pieces together to form a picture in a way you could see, hear, smell, and feel the experience as vividly as I could. But it was now clear to me that it was no use. And I wondered, too, if the whole thing was ever real at all. I felt your hand suddenly touch mine, the one resting on my knee, and I looked over into your beautiful brown eyes as you said, "It's okay. I still love you, though." My heart lit up like the diner's neon sign and skipped beats like my clumsy feet trying to keep up with you on your living room dance floor, no longer concerned about truth or fantasy, for in my mind, it was real, whether it happened or not.